Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Commissioners' meeting at 9:32. If we would all rise, please. If you're able, if you're not. We start our meetings off with a moment of silence first, followed by the pledge. And there's certainly many things that we individually may have to be reflective on, as well as what's happening in the world around us. So let's have a moment of silence. And now our pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, first on the agenda, public comment, agenda items only. When we do a presentation, those that are here for the presentations may make comments at that time. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to, do I hear a motion to approve the minutes of the October 18th, 2023 Commissioners meeting?
I shall make that motion.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. Okay. Now, this is really an important time when we're able to have proclamations and make our community aware of some different things that are going on in the community as well as in the state. And today we have two things to highlight. And the first one will be our Epilepsy Awareness Month, which is the month of November. And we have family with us and Larissa with us. One eye. What's your name? Lindley. Lindsay, beautiful. Good name. I'm gonna read something first. Okay? Move up a little bit. Okay, proclamation. Whereas epilepsy is a neurological condition sometimes referred to as a seizure disorder and is characterized by recurring seizures, and whereas 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy in their lifetime, and whereas more than 209,000 Pennsylvanians live with epilepsy or seizure disorders, and whereas up to 50,000 Americans die each year from the seizures and related causes, including sudden unexplained death in epilepsy, and whereas the Epilepsy Foundation of Eastern Pennsylvania leads the fight to stop seizures, find a cure, and overcome the challenges created by epilepsy, and whereas state funding in Pennsylvania currently supports Epilepsy Foundation programs that provide technical assistance, training, and support to Pennsylvania school nurses, teachers, and students with seizures in our state, and whereas the Epilepsy Foundation of Eastern Pennsylvania is celebrating 51 years of service and dedication to Pennsylvania communities, and whereas the Commonwealth has historically supported the creation and expansion of epilepsy support services and awareness programs through federal and state appropriations, and whereas the epilepsy community recognizes November as Epilepsy Awareness Month to promote epilepsy awareness and education throughout the world. Therefore, be it resolved that Monroe County designates November 2023 as Epilepsy Awareness Month. So, I'll turn it over to you.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Larissa Folio, and I am Lindley Folio's mom. We live in Monroe County, and Lindley is representing the Epilepsy Foundation of Eastern Pennsylvania. And we're thankful to be here acknowledging November as Epilepsy Awareness Month. And Lindley is living with epilepsy. So Lindley's personal journey with epilepsy started when she was just an infant. During this time, it was difficult to diagnose what was going on. Lindley was officially diagnosed with epilepsy at 18 months old. Lindley started with absent seizures with discharges in the left temporal and right occipital lobe, which increased with that increased activity mostly at night. And this was pretty standard for her until she started in kindergarten. In kindergarten, she had 22 seizures in class, and that's not counting her seizures at night. After many months and appointments, it was discovered that it was the lighting in the classroom that was triggering her seizures, and Lindley was prescribed glasses that have an FL41 tint to block the flicker rate, which decreased her seizures at school. Then Lindley began presenting with headaches and other symptoms that she had not presented with previously during seizures. A long-term EEG found no activity in the previous places in her brain, but found activity in the right parietal lobe and occasional generalized discharges. Lindley's medication is always advanced for the correct amount that she needs as she grows and as increased seizures dictate. Lindley has never had an EEG without activity, even while medicated. Public recognition of epilepsy in Monroe County holds great significance for our community. Epilepsy remains widely misunderstood, and this proclamation is a step in the right direction to shed light on epilepsy. This will ultimately empower individuals living with seizures and their family members. Thank you again for your support.
Thank you.
The wise man.
Now, our next proclamation, gentlemen, if you'd like to come up here. Okay.
Watch it, buddy.
You turn it up a little bit that way. Funny? All right. Thank you. Sunday, I had the opportunity to go to Hamilton Township, where the old mill stands. It was really a very nice dedication. A tree was planted in honor of the 250 PA kickoff, which is happening across the state of Pennsylvania. And so we're part of that officially now by this proclamation, and you're going to hear more about that as the year goes on. Actually, 2 years go on through 2026. Okay, proclamation. Whereas during the American Revolutionary War, the Sons of Liberty often convened under the nation's original Liberty Tree in Boston to discuss their opposition to British rule in the colonies. This historic tree became a beacon of hope to colonists and a symbol of American freedom. And whereas in an attempt to stymie these colonists, the British destroyed Boston's Liberty Tree, suddenly patriots throughout the 13 colonies began to designate new Liberty trees. The last known Liberty Tree sat on the campus of St. John's University in Maryland until it was destroyed by Hurricane Floyd in 1999. And whereas, thanks to local landscaper Mark Minert, is that correct? Okay, who rescued and revived parts of this original tree. Direct descendants of this Liberty Tree are thriving and making their way across the nation. Whereas in partnership with the Pennsylvania Freemasons America PA Liberty Tree Project includes a certified Liberty Tree planted in each of Pennsylvania's 67 counties beginning in the fall of 2021 through 2026. Now, therefore, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners do hereby commemorate Sunday, October 29, 2023, as America 250 PA Liberty Tree Planting Day in Monroe County, and further thank the Pennsylvania Freemasons for partnering with the America 250 PA Committee to recognize this important event. Then why don't you say a few moments? Introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Richard Williams. I am the worshipful master of Hamilton Day Lodge number 814.
My name is Mark Lipsky. I'm a member of Hamilton Bay Lodge.
My name's Elwood Davidson. I'm warrant master of Hamilton Day Lodge.
That's it.
And that's it.
We would like to thank the county and the township for partnering with us and helping us make this happen.
Township.
I know Hamilton Township really had
They
a,
stepped up to provide
and
the planting and everything else.
well, that plus the work that they're doing on the old mill is phenomenal as well.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be there. And one of the things that I know, they had mentioned was it's one of the only mills that's still working.
Yeah.
Yes.
That we haven't.
They made it work again.
Yeah, that they got it running again, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Now, may I hear a motion for our two proclamations? Sure.
So moved.
First and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nays? Okay. Official, now here we are, all right. Moving on to new business. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 1, personnel, items A and B?
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, we have a first and second, any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Number 2, electronic financial transactions. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 2, items A, B, and C?
So moved.
Second.
First and second, any discussion, questions?
I think that we should just take note that this is National Adoption Month this month, is it not? We have 6 permanent guardianships. And I'd like to commend the work of children and youth and,
You're ahead of
You're
us
ahead of
there,
us.
John.
oh, am
We're only on
I? I thought we were 2. Oh,
Number 2,
I apologize.
okay.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
though. We'll be there
Well, we
soon.
did, no, that's very important information, so hold on to that, okay? Any questions about number 2? Hearing none, seeing all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Moving on to number 3, travel authorization.
That's okay. I'll
Okay.
make that motion.
Okay, motion to approve the action list for number 3. We have a motion, for the second?
Yes.
Okay, we have first and second, any discussion? Hearing none, seeing all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now we're moving on to number 4, children and youth services. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 4? Items A, B, and C,
How about
and
D?
D, and D.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
You have
Mr.
anything
Lawyer, do
you'd
you
like
wanna-
to say?
I think it's already been said. Thank you.
Say it again because I kind of cut you off.
No, it is adoption month and we will have there's a meeting coming up. Can you help me with the date? We have our meeting with the judge, roundtable next Monday. Monday. And then we'll have the banner hanging after that over the courthouse. The courthouse is under construction, in case you haven't noticed. So we are looking for a alternative place than we normally do. And as you can see, we always try to point out the fact when we have either permanent legal custodianship agreement or an adoption, we always like to point out those.
Okay. Thank you. Any other further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Moving on to number 5, Commissioner's Office. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 5, items A through L?
So moved.
Second.
First and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving on to number 6, the domestic relations. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 6, item I? I don't know if Should they be A's?
So moved.
Second.
First and second. Okay, any further discussion?
Yeah, I don't know why the system did that.
Yeah, so,
If the system automatically does, I don't know why they didn't make them A's.
so I'm going to say item A.
Yeah, say item A, it should say A, I don't know why.
Okay,
The system didn't fix that.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
I just noticed them too.
Or A.
A, that's right. Any nays? Hearing none, all in favor? Okay. Number 7, I hear a motion to approve the items listed in number 7, item A, Monroe County Office of Emergency Management.
So moved. Second.
The first and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Number 8, Monroe County Transportation Authority. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 8, item A?
So moved. Second.
First and second, any discussion? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, number 9, Redevelopment Authority of the Monroe County. Item A. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, looking at number 10, capital outlay purchases, items A and B. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 10, items A and B?
So moved. Second.
First and second, any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? All right, number 11, computer capital purchases. Do I hear a motion to approve the actions listed in number 11, item A?
So moved. Second.
First and second, any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we have miscellaneous. Jen, I think this is a good place for you. Jen Strunk, who's the head of our grant writing department, has a presentation. I don't know, Jen, if it's easier to come up here because folks.
Right
Okay,
here, so you can hear me, I have a big voice. So I'm here today representing the Carey Group, and the Carey Group was hired by the Monroe County Commissioners to complete a community needs assessment and strategic plan for Monroe County around gun safety. So the Monroe County Community Partnership for Gun Safety is requesting the assistance from the community to complete a 10 to 15 minute online survey for firearms and community safety using a QR code with the flyers that I have up here. The survey consists of several topic questions, including experience with guns, gun ownership, community perspectives on safety and policing, mental health and substance abuse issues, as well as demographics. The leadership team is comprised of local law enforcement, government officials, and community members who have developed these questions through holding focus groups with all of the team members. And there are approximately 70 individuals who are collaborating on this project with representation from federal, state, and local levels, community organizations, the local hospital systems, gated communities, school districts, business owners, and 13 county departments, the courts, and local legislators. So if you'd like more information on the Community Partnership for Gun Safety in Monroe County, please reach out to me. There are flyers up here in English and in Spanish for the QR code. We're hoping to get about 356 surveys back, at which point the Carey Group will provide us with information about what the survey results were and help us create a strategic plan for moving forward within our county around gun safety.
very good. Any questions for Jen? Jen, do you have enough material to hand everybody one?
I have 50, but
Okay.
I also have a list here if you'd like the full media package, which comes with like Facebook posts and press release and those sorts of things. I can email that to anybody who would like that.
And when would they like this completed by?
I think it's open for 6 weeks, so mid-December is what we're shooting for.
Okay, mid-December. Okay, it's probably good then we might do another presentation, first presentation in December as well as a reminder, but go ahead, Teresa.
Then will you contact my office, be able to get the information? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're working through that in the game commission.
Okay.
Having been subjected to being a guinea pig on taking the proof in the questionnaire, we have made a couple of adjustments to make it a little easier to access. It does not take a long time. What we do ask is if you think of your community, you're thinking of all of Monroe County, not just your neighborhood. So when you answer that, I ask you to think of it as the community of Monroe County.
Any other questions or comments? All right. Thank you very much for that. Public comment at this point. Items not on the agenda.
So my name is Teresa Passion, and my public comment today is in reference to the oath of office of the commissioners and also the machines that are used in our elections having to do with the security of the information of Monroe County residents. So I'd like to start off with, as county commissioner, according to PA Constitution, 1955, Act 130, Article 5, Section 509, Paragraph A, to summarize, commissioners may adopt resolution and ordinances regulating affairs of owned or used county property, which also includes voting machines, because that was paid with taxpayer money, to promote, preserve health, public health, safety, and welfare. And there's myself, as well as many people in Monroe County, who believe that the machines are an invasion of our privacy. And so, and I'd actually like to just cite just a few items that are in reference to the machines that are used for our county and the elections. And as far as it's the Fair Ballot Company, is in the warranty itself, it says on separate pages that they have proprietary information, which means it's private to them. We can't share it, so that makes it harder for us to do audits after the election. So my main point is that as far as Clear Ballot is concerned, the machines in the wording of the warranty is that the machine still belongs to Clear Ballot instead of to the county and instead of to the people of the county. So for instance, on one of the pages under hardware warranty support, it says products to operate with specified third party original equipment manufacturer. Hardware, the Clear Ballot scanner is a proprietary system built of commercially available original equipment manufacturer components, and that they can get their components from third party people, which means that we don't even know who they're getting their components from, which in many cases is from overseas and from China. And then in another section of the warranty under Section 3 license and restrictions, it says Clear Ballot will be the exclusive owner of all right, title, and interest in and to all software, programming, tools, documentation, materials, and other intellectual property of any kind used and developed or delivered by Clear Ballot to customer in connection with this agreement, which once again reinforces that they feel that this machine is still owned by them. And then a main concern as far as election integrity goes is under number 7 of the warranties, limited warranties, and it states Clear Ballot further warranties it will use commercially reasonable efforts to screen licensed software prior to delivery to customer for viruses, Trojan horses, and other malicious code. And also on the same warranty agreement, Section 9 under audit, is that Clear Ballot may audit customers' use of licensed software at any time. customer will reasonably cooperate with Clear Ballot in the conduct of the audit at any time. So that's Clear Ballot. And then I went on to, and this is easy to get online, is the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of State results of electronic poll books, which is no ink. And I spoke about this before, and so I would just like to reiterate is that I understand that the poll books are just communicating with each other in the room. And then as Sarah Silphy said, that they're not connected to the internet. But then on page 8 of 27 from the state, it even says the tablets at an individual polling place communicating with each other must be configured and managed in a secure manner that may never connect to a publicly accessible network. The network at the polling place must be a closed network, only allowing only the components of the electric polling book system to connect, and encryption must be enabled. And also that the Sure system is loaded onto the poll books. So right there is the wording that it's connected to the internet.
No, it does not.
And all it,
No, it doesn't.
it's connect, if they're talking to each other,
Correct.
it's still web-based. It's still web-based, and if you could even go on YouTube and see where people have hacked in on their phones to different systems. And even though they even say it's air-gapped, even air-gapped systems could be hacked. It's easy to look up on YouTube and see how they hack the systems.
Again, when you talk about taking the oath, we have taken the oath, and what we state in that is that we have researched the processes that we have implemented and feel that they are safe and secure. And so does the Department of State, the state of Pennsylvania, that also certifies the equipment. And the fact that they have proprietary software, we deal with that every day, and just about every contract that we deal with that has anybody that has software, it's proprietary. So that's how they developed it, they wrote it, and it's theirs. It's in the machines that we have agreed to purchase. And when you're talking about the machines, it's a scanner, and what it's scanning, and there's no invasion of privacy because we don't know who you are. Okay?
Well, there's an invasion of privacy because the machines can be hacked, and it's been shown they've been hacked. And
No, they are. I have not seen anything where our machines have been hacked. Okay? And if somebody comes in, as has happened in one county in the state of Pennsylvania, where they allowed people to open the back of the machines, those machines are void. They're null and void. So it's part of the process.
so wouldn't it be easier if we went back to paper?
No, it would not be easier to go back to paper.
It would be more secure.
Nor efficient.
How, you have a book, okay? You have a number of big books that have to be, published and then checked, and it is a much faster process by utilizing the poll books. And when we have compressed times of when people are eligible to apply for a mail-in ballot and even register to vote, that compressed time does not allow you, makes it very difficult to print those books. Okay? So we have gone to the electronic poll books, and like I've stated before on a number of times, how we are able, should there be a problem at a precinct, we are able to go out and fix that problem, bring extra people if there is an extra turnout, like I said about Ross Township that we did, and we're able to address those situations. I think that we have done an admirable job and will continue to do. The thing is that we take elections as one of our number one prime jobs as the commissioner. And we do it not politically. We want every vote counted. We want everybody to have the ability to vote. And we want every vote counted. Now, I'm not on the election board this year because I'm running for re-election. But I have all the confidence in the world that while I am not there, that it's being done correctly. That's all I can say.
And the only comment that I'd like to make, we're not going to continue longer, is the fact that the big, oh, John, the big, the big books, wait, those big books, signing in, they're not private. So, and so people have respected the fact that using the manner of which we sign in now is private, and that's important.
I was just going to say that anybody, and John's correct, we do take it very seriously and we try to make it as transparent as we possibly can. And in that regard, I would encourage anybody that has any questions about how the whole process operates, show up here next Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. You know, at 7 a.m. we'll begin to open the envelopes, and probably starting around 9 a.m. we'll have a cadre of people in here who take an oath to do everything on the up and up. They'll open them. By that afternoon, we will have fed the machine or the papers that we've received through the machine. The machine knows who the winner is at that point in time, but then we hold that in abeyance until the actual in-person votes come in that evening from the precincts. The mail-in ballots from the morning and the days before and the votes at the precinct get merged together, and eventually, hopefully before midnight that night, we'll announce who the winners are. So it's completely transparent to the extent that you can sit back there and watch what's going on. And I would encourage any of you who have any questions about the way in which they're conducted to watch, because maybe you'll come up with a more efficient way, and that will benefit whoever sits in this seat after January.
Okay, thank you.
Can I say just one more thing? One sentence.
One sentence.
One sentence. Is efficiency, speed does not equal security. Thank you.
I don't want to carry that on, but it can. So anyway, moving on. Any other public comment? Okay, Jane. Jane, please stand up and say your name.
Jane Gagliardo. Perhaps the commissioners can provide some type of proof of the security system to Teresa so that it would satisfy her curiosity. I'm just making a statement. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not. Just saying, maybe.
Oh, I think what John is saying is
her concerns.
What John is saying is it's witness. When you're here and watching, you witness the security process, which is it's amazing. And we do have, and we always are welcome. We're kind of an open backdoor policy there for guests to come in, and not a ton. I mean, there has to be a number so that we have it's the right amount for registered folks and whatnot. But we have that opportunity. Yes, ma'am.
Jenna Dooner from Polk Township. I think back to the terminology of proprietary information, I think is maybe the key of what we're talking about here, because it's happening to us in all aspects. I foolishly even thought when I sent my child to school that when I sent in their medical information that it stayed within the school, but because of all of this upsurge in data collecting, and this is part of what I'm saying just by proprietary is thinking in that terminology of knowing each word, that when something is said, we understand what that word is. So back to my point about data collection information. When we send our child to school, they collect medical information, but that information gets uploaded into systems. Going back to the word proprietary is as citizens understanding what does that proprietary information hold to that person who owns it, which obviously is not us if it's proprietary to a third-party company. That's all I have to say about the word proprietary.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Please note that election board is not today, but it's next Tuesday, and reassessment will be in December. Anything else?
Election board's not next Tuesday.
Well,
That's when the election board sits.
yeah, the election board. Yeah, the election board is really their meeting and they called it to order. I mean, it's, yeah.
No, I didn't know that. That
Well,
was an actual meeting, sorry. Didn't know that.
Yeah, we have to adjourn it.
you have to,
Show up at 6:55, you'll hear it
when we
happen.
call it to order and then close it down at 12 o'clock at night.
No, we suspend because of.
Oh, that's right, we
what's
have to
going on.
continue. It's
They
suspended.
suspend.
Yeah, we don't, John. He will, okay. Okay, anything else?
We adjourn.
Thank you. All right, so thank you all for coming and